Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Hardcore Minecraft, and today we're going to use the Eyes of Ender that we crafted earlier after going to the Nether Fortress for the first time to try to follow them to the place that they lead us, which I guess is the place where the portal is to the end. But don't get too excited. We're not planning on fighting the dragon today, I don't think. It just depends. But I am planning on adventuring in the general direction, which is sort of that way. We're just going to go a couple hundred blocks. And then we'll throw another eye and see if we're still on the right track. And I don't need to worry about carrying too much stuff, although I'll look around and see if I can find rails real quick, because after we find it, we're probably going to go head over to Everest. Or rather, might head over there anyway. Oh, there's the Bane of Arthropods sword. Well, it wasn't going to do any good against those Guardians anyway. The Trident, that's what you need for the Guardians. I'll bring some torches because we might want torches. I don't know. I've never followed Ender Eyes before, so. There's a that's a fun one. You know, you don't have to walk as much to go to people's houses, but you still get the candy. It's very nice. And we'll keep the bow in the offhand because this works and it's so awesome. I mean, y'all are right, I don't use the shield anyway. But I could. You know, before I get good armor, I used the shield a lot. Like, a lot. And then, once I stopped taking any damage, I grew to be contemptuous. Speaking of, I don't really want to be using carrots for, or gold carrots just for, like, casual traveling food. But, you know, what is there to do? Go back home? Yeah, I guess. Thought I had steaks or something in a bag. I probably threw them in the nether. Gah. Well, I think there's some cooked chicken in one of these things, so we'll see. Right after saying that I didn't need to prepare, I realized all I had was good food, and I wanted somewhat less good food. Although, you know, it's probably plenty. And although I can afford to be wasteful, I still don't want to be. But I think I should have some steaks in here. No, I already moved all of them? Awesome. Well. Well, that's super annoying. Okay, so we have nothing but lousy food. We're going to go nuclear, yes. And go farming? No, even more nuclear. Did I have a Book of Fire Aspect 2 that I saw earlier? Maybe it's in my house. I'm just gonna quit thinking, because I'm about to get mad at myself. We'll just harvest some bread. There's nothing like a nice bread harvest to cheer me up. We'll just make some bread here. Nothing wrong with doing a little honest farming before getting out into an adventure after all. So that's what we're gonna do. But anyway, if you guys weren't in the earlier stream, and I don't think any of you were, we went to the Nether. We found a fortress. All sorts of things ensued, but also we're going to try to find the end portal. We're not trying to go in today, I don't think, but I already said this, but I don't know if anybody was in here. But before any of that, I need more food. naturally. And this will be a couple dozen breads, and that'll be good. I have no idea how far away this place is. It could be very far. Or less far than that. How helpful, I know. Ah, there are the 60 cooked chickens. Now we didn't need to go farming. But that's alright. Now we're ready to go. A bare 500 minutes after starting the journey, and claiming that we were ready to begin, we're ready to begin. Let's just put the trident into our hand, and the bow into our other hand. And ride along. But, you know, we got a lot of stuff that we didn't want to leave behind. I didn't want to leave the rails, I just forgot where they were. And kind of forgot they existed at all. But more than that, I forgot where they were. Yeah, we'll just travel, and if we see a monument, I might just go in and crack it for fun. I would need doors for that. You know what? Maybe we won't go do that just for fun, because I would need doors for that. My last monument took like 30 doors. I could have done it with less. But alright, once we get to the ocean, we'll throw another eye, just to make sure we're sort of going in the right direction. And if it tells us to go backward, we'll know that we weren't very far from the goal. I don't know if there are multiple places within portals, but it said to go this way-ish, which could, for all I know, be leading back towards spawn. But we're going to run to the roller coaster real quick. Probably ride to the top and throw an eye up there, just, you know, to be fun. And because I like my roller coaster. I need to improve it, but I want to go on this journey first. So I don't know how long of a video I'm going to do here. I might just do like an hour or however long it takes plus a little bit. And then take like a nice late day nap. I don't know how y'all feel about taking a nap at like 5:45, 6:45 at night, but it's fantastic. You just wake up at like 8:30 or 9. The dog whines at you like, can this guy not tell time? And then, you know, the whole day's in front of you there. I don't have a bed. I don't have a bed. Well, this journey just got weirder. Alright, so no big deal. I'm not riding up the mountain at nighttime, though. That leads to broken stuff, and that makes me sad. I want one more trident, so we're just keeping an eye out. Hey, one more trident. No, we want to kill him with the sword, because the sword has looting on it. Alright, naturally he does not drop the trident, which is good. It would probably make me sad to get another one so early. That fellow has an item, but it is just a fishing pole. That's all well and good. We're going to leave these drowned alone. And look for sheep over here. There's a sheep. Here's a sheep. Everywhere a sheep. And And do I have exactly 3 pieces of wood? I have no pieces of wood. That's okay. Wood will be easier to find than wool. 1 wool. There's a regular conclave of enemies here. 2 wools. This wool will be the best. And a nice skillful third-person shot will take care of our enemies there. But really, being told that the offhand bow worked with looting in the main hand, that's where it's at. That's good stuff right there. But we're going to run over here and see that this has already been the victim of a I didn't have enough wood situation, where we won't even have to make a crafting table. Because we've already got a crafting table from a previous, deficiency. We'll plank it up, make a bed, and crash for the night. In the nice soothing embrace of the bottom of the sand. You see, when you sleep at the bottom of a sand bed like this, it really, it's good for the skin. It's good for the bravery. It's good for the luck, also. We all know that I'm incredibly lucky, after all. I don't really need all these blaze rods with me, I think, but, they're in my inventory now, so what are you going to do? Certainly not bringing them with me doesn't seem that practical. Since I'd have to go all the way home. And we're not planning on going terribly far, but I don't actually know what this place is like at all. I assume they're enemies. But no one said, that it's, super, hyper, mega, watch your back dangerous. So I'm going to assume that it's more of a run-of-the-mill thing. We got a rather nice helmet off of that zombie there. Prot 3, Aqua Affinity, and Unbreaking 3, I don't need it now, but if I did, that would be real good. And 21 bones, so a nice quick bit of looting there. And now it's just time to ride the minecart up to the top. Not like that. We're going to have to either go forward or go back, but there we go. We wreck the track. We'll start here. Ride to the top of the world, and then throw the eye. Even though there's no reason to do this at all, except that I just like it so much. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. I just wish that we had a coral reef there in that ocean. In that beautiful sort of lukewarm green going there. Maybe it's not even properly lukewarm, I don't know. But it would be so wonderful if that's what we could look down on from up here. But I'm not going to pretend to be sad, for I have found the tallest mountain in the world, and come up with a way for me to get on top of it without having to really move. This is just 10,000 times better than a staircase. When I look back to me in the past, who made a staircase to get up and down, like, what? Who's that guy? Well, we don't have to be him anymore. We will stand here on the roof of the world. Even better, on top of a cherry tree. And throw the eye. Alright, so it says we're going in this direction now. So roughly 45-37 is where we want to go. We wanted to go just that way. We're trying to hit the seam of that mountain far side of the jungle, and that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna ride the cart down, though, first. You know, because I want to ride the cart down first. And then we'll go around the other side. So it looks like ocean travel is out of the question. But, you know, going up is fine, but going down is where the real joy is. That's what it's all about. I need to work more on it, but I just wanted to take care of this because I think I'm going to spend like the night and maybe the morning tomorrow just like absolutely hanging out, vegging, just clicking furiously on a screen and making it all come together. But enough of that. It's time to go to the opposite side of Everest, which we could have done from the top. But my desire to take a ride down, far, far more powerful than my desire to have slightly more efficient movement. And I did not forget my bed, that's good. And we're just going to cross by Everest in this direction, following the eye. Oh, so the second one is just like a vertical yaw. That's funny. So we need to remember the first one, which was 45-ish here. Yeah, we're aiming for the seam between these areas here. So we're just gonna head this way and, you know, mine like iron or gold if we happen to see it, but pretty much ignore most other things. I mean, obviously, if we see like a pillager tower, we're gonna burn it down. But I don't think there'll be any in this direction. I've been wrong before, though. A beautiful white parrot with a banana-colored crest. Hi, Sid. We are following the eyes. We went up to the top of Everest, and it said to run this way. At roughly the angle, like 45 or so. So we're just gonna do that, and then, yeah, we're trying to find where the end portal is. I'm not trying to go in and fight the dragon today or anything, but I just want to find out where the eyes lead us. Since we went to the fortress earlier, parkour? Nope. Should have known better. We toss an eye, and it still says. Here, all right. So from here, we want like 50 or so on the angle. 56-ish, and we'll just follow it that way for a little bit, and then see what happens. But being in the water, that's basically the best it can be for travel, because you get to just hold straight, you don't lose food, you just get to chill. But yeah, we're just going to find where the end portal is, you know, mark it down, clear it if there are mobs, explore it if there's stuff to explore. I've never been to one of these places, so I don't know what to expect, really. And then turn around and go home. Oh, collect my eye. That's right, you know, I didn't think to. You should know I don't know what I'm doing. Probably by doing that. So if I run back this whole way, then I'll be able to find my eye in the water, maybe? I'm never gonna find it. I could follow back on this exact angle and still not find it. This is a waste of time. I'm only going to hurt myself by doing this. We're just turning around. The eye is lost forever. You know, at least we stopped wasting the time. Ish. Yeah, again, assuming I went back at the right angle, which I wouldn't. I would not assume that at all. Because what I did was vaguely turn around. Oh, there's a little village there. That's nice. They probably think the mountain they're on is a big mountain. They don't know anything. Alright, let's try it again and see where it leads us. Same area. We're going to wait underneath the eye this time and then lose it anyway. Oh, there it is. Okay. Unlike the Enderman, it does not teleport away when touching water. But we will just get into the boat, because the boat is still facing the right... You know, we'll throw the eye because I had it in my inventory. We'll get into the boat, and we'll try not to do this again, but I make absolutely no promises. Alright. Like I said, we're going to try to go straight. Ish. But what if I see a panda, you might ask? Oh, that's a bad one. I imagine we'd go see the panda. And what if I can't go straight because there's an island? Would I keep on pretending I was going straight? I mean, probably. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. I hope no one is watching this panda and thinking that I know what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing is going over here to talk to this panda now. Oh, he's gonna be so happy to see me stuck in the water. He's going to have so many crunchings. We will lay down, though. I don't want the sound of combat to disturb the noble panda when we meet him. We want the daylight to be upon us. For this joyous meeting of adventurer and panda. Come to me, panda. Observe bamboo. Oh, look at him smiling there. He's got his little, he's got a little messy tongue lolling out the side of his mouth. Oh, and more panda. Oh, it's a grumpy panda. Who's a happy panda anyway? Don't get mad at me. Oh, did I accidentally shoot him after the thing? Okay, we're gonna get that out of the inventory. Okay, I think he's just hitting me because there's a baby and bears are protective. Because honestly, that panda doesn't seem too mad at me. But you know, whatever. I know when I'm not wanted. I'm just gonna give this panda some friendship foods and throw a little bamboo crunch at it. But they're just taking a little bath. They're not in any trouble or anything. We'll probably come back and see them someday. Now that we fed them, I think they won't, like, disappear or anything. So when we come back this way, we might be able to say hello to them. Not pandas, just the old, just the pullers. But as we go in this direction, I wonder, is it going to be underneath this monument? Or this monument? How about inside of the shipwreck? It could be anywhere. I mean, it probably can't be anywhere. I have no idea what is necessary for these places to exist. There's some cool lights coming up here. Perhaps that is the source. I'm just kidding. I don't think that's going to be what happens. But I do kind of want to see because, well, I'm easily distractible. Alright, it's just a archaeology site, a little deep set. Or rather, it probably is an archaeology site. It could be what I seek, but we'll know that from throwing an eye, not by diving down into the ocean like some sort of non-empirical explorer. But we'll go a little bit further, because it was in this direction-ish. And then we'll see what we want to do. Hey, good news. We've went too far, which means it's somewhere around in these areas, and maybe that little archaeology site is where we want to go. But pretty cool. All right, so now we know that it's just a couple thousand blocks away from our house, which isn't too far, and we'll just go back in this direction a little bit. Is it under Panda Island? Yeah, I didn't even bring a brush, Sid. You know, I should have thought, what if these lead me to an archaeological site? Alright, it looks like we might indeed be going to Panda Island. So, you laughed. You laughed when I went to the pandas, but maybe the pandas are hiding it. We shall see. There is another portal here, but no one's ever spoken of this place like it's inside of the Nether. They've always talked about it like it's a place that you physically find in the overworld. So I'm gonna assume that it's not in the Nether. Unless the eye takes me there. Let's see. Well, it sure was joking about going into it, but we'll just go this direction. Maybe it's not on Panda Island after all. But it certainly seemed to be pointing us in this direction. Maybe we just nope. All right, we're getting closer, I think. There you go. I think we found it, guys. Because it looks like it just, maybe it got caught in a vine. Nope. It went right down here. So, this, here on Panda Island, or rather adjacent to Panda Island, this is the place. Time to pull out the shovel. Time to get a bucket of water. Now, Panda Island will be relatively easy to find, but we'll make it even easier by destroying this beach. Well, let's put a cobble over here where we're wanting to dig so I don't get too distracted. We're going to go to this beach over here and appropriate some sand to make a sand pillar by the island so that we don't have to remember the coordinates. And then we'll walk into the magma, even though I saw it there, so that we don't have to wonder if I know what I'm doing. You know, I should have just thrown it on Panda Island. It was my mistake leaving it. Clearly, it was a very good island that, you know, should have had more attention paid to it. And just a little bit of glorious sand mining later, we'll have like 3 stacks of sand, allowing us to build a wonderful sand pillar here. Which also, when we come back, it'll be a nice source of delightful pandas, who, after all, were just sitting here in the water before I came along. And I know you're saying to yourself, aren't the pandas still sitting in the water? Didn't you, like, not help them? Well, I gave them bamboo, and that will give them the strength to help themselves, probably. So to get up, a panda needs 2 slots of land, and we will we'll go ahead and do the humane thing here. Only it's going to be impossible because my shovel's too good. Alright, now the panda should probably be able to get up there. Now both of these pandas are very large. Immense! Humongous panda! But they need 2 spaces to get up, and that's probably why they were just sitting on the ground. Probably. Come, won't you have a wonderful bamboo? Oh no, that's right, they need to be closer to bamboo. They're not strong swimmers, you know. Not interested in more panda children when there's not bamboo around. But at this point, they just want to take a bath, right? Like, they're being stubborn and they could get on land if they wanted to. My work here is done. These may be the rare aquatic panda. But in any case, I no longer feel as though I didn't do as good as I could to help them out. Maybe I could have done more, but who cares? So it is time to see where they're at. Maybe we'll just look underneath the island from the side without digging. Because if we can go, like, far underneath, hey, there you go. Because this could be actually, a way to save all of the effort of digging down. But it looks like all that it would save us is, 15 steps or so. Well, no idea how deep it is. Only thing to do is start digging. That wasn't its kid. If it was its kid, it would have fit me, So it was just like a panda. Alright. Do we water down the whole way to make it easier to get up? No, probably not. We'll just build steps when we get to the bottom, and that'll be just as good. After all, we might have to come back here again. We'll make that step out of that. Anyway, so I don't need to be digging this double deep. That's, it's wasteful of time and treasure and, everything else. And then I messed the floor up here, so we're going to want to fix it real quick. Alright, we're now only down to 43, so I have no idea how deep these places are supposed to be, or if we're really on the right track anymore. I could have marked the coordinates in my head or on the map, but I didn't do that. But that means I'm just going to go up to the surface. Very, very badly placed these. Oh my god. Very badly placed these. I wasn't anticipating it to be such a bad performance. And then when we get to the roof, we'll be able to figure out, to the surface, we'll be able to figure out, you know, where we want to go. The ceiling will be too short in all sorts of places. This is a terrible, terrible staircase. Oh my god. Truly, I am the most deficient of all people. They aren't small, they're fairly big generations. Okay. Well, why don't I just use the creepers to dig out a hole and see if that helps, huh? You know, so far it's going great. Maybe we'll ask these guys to help. It's actually kind of a lot of guys here. Kind of weird. I guess not that weird. It was nighttime. It's a bunch of open space, no light. But anyway, that was fun. Not really. We're just gonna dig down. Because, you know, I really don't care about these dudes at all. It's just the same boring loot. But we should just go ahead and lay down for the night. Right here? Right here. Why not? This bed is obstructed. Well, get out of the way. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to keep on digging, you know, roughly down, and that'll be good enough. And if we don't find it, then we'll, you know, we'll work on it later. But, you know, it would be better to have an actual walkable way to it. Not just better, mandatory. Anyway, I'm totally botching this. Alright, now we're back on track. We got gravel, which can be good, but really it's just going to make it even worse for our progress. Since we're going to be trying to do this, you know, intelligently. There's that word again. A lie. Why? It's just the pickaxe is slightly too fast. I'm not used to it. I don't move it out of the way quick enough. This is just what a peak inventory looks like. Large amounts of sand. I never built the pillar. You know, I was supposed to build the pillar so that we could see it again. And I didn't. You know what? Why don't I just, I should quit. You know what? I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't matter. If I start thinking about the inventory, I'll just go home and quit doing this. I can't do more than one thing at a time. Just ask anyone who's ever met me. They find it very frustrating. But they usually don't say so, because I'll always say something rude to them. Like, yeah, you're really good at multitasking, you do everything the same. You know, and then they realize I'm being rude later. I was gonna say, ooh, is this a new kind of rock? No, it's just gravel. It's just the same kind of gravel. A big gravel pocket. But while it theoretically could lead us to where we want to go, we are at 9, so we're gonna go down further, right? Yeah. Of course we are. We hit deep slate. We're just going to brick that in and try to remember that all the cobblestone here is my own creation. Hey, a skeleton rattles, so that is promising, or not. We're either in the right place or about to go into the really wrong place. But we've got some nice diamonds and gold, so, you know, even if I'm not supposed to be here, it could be worse. That means it's time to put this chest down and do what we've been threatening to do for an absolute age, and put a bunch of stuff into the inventory. Could try throwing in another eye, yeah, for sure. If I find these skeletons and it doesn't seem to be the place we want, then we'll just find like an open area or make one and then see where it leads us. Alright. The skeleton rattling was promising. I no longer feel that it's particularly promising. We're gonna go down. Nope, we're already at -3. Well, dig around a little bit. If we don't find them, then we'll throw an eye. Are they above us? Perhaps. Well, not directly above us. In conclusion, I have found more diamonds. Apparently, when you have a positive attitude about the world and just hit random stuff. Alright, there is a weird sound, but that doesn't mean that it's what I'm looking for. It just means there is a weird sound. The skeleton rattle is better. Hey, I think I found something, guys. Good news. It sure looks like nothing I've ever seen in this game before. I've seen bars like that, but only in the Woodland Mansions. This has got to be an intentional place, right? This has got to be what we're here for. And you know what that means? Time to water on down. Get our inventory cleaned up. How far up here is the chest? It's like just like right here. Yeah, good deal. Fill up the chest with stuff. That was already so many more stacks of stuff. And then get ready to roll out. We're just going to put the diamonds in here and the chicken in here and all of that. All the things. After all, if we die, there will be no need of any of this. All right. Beware when mining. There will be silverfish, which aren't hard. They're just annoying. All right. I will keep an eye out for anything that sounds like that description. And careful about mining in general. Alright, we have made the advancement I Spy. Let's just go up this staircase real quick and see what's going on up here. Alright, looks like we found a door and another door. Very cool stuff. Lots of different corridors. We're going to crack this door, because iron doors you can't open with your hands. Another little staircase leading to nothing. Iron doors and bars leading to nothing. A button in the wall that might have opened the door if I didn't break it. Staircase down. Big staircase down. Nope, just a moderate staircase down, terminated in the wall. We'll crack it to see if it goes anywhere, but I'm going to assume that it's just, yeah. When you get to the wall border, it seems that that's where the wall border properly is, so we don't need to worry about the walls, unless there's one that looks like really, really suspect, but I'm going to assume that in general, we don't need to do it. We've got a chest there, so that'll be good. Got a chest here, and a spawner. And it looks like those are some weird little blocks, so we're going to pop that guy. Break the spawner. That must have been the silverfish you were talking about, because it looked funny and I'd never seen one. Let's just see if we got one in the stats now. I've killed one silverfish. All right, there you go. Let's see about that chest. Normal iron leggings, couple of apples, no big deal. There's another one over here, right? Gold armor, a little bit of redstone. You say, never mind, I found it. But there wasn't much going on. Oh wait, the thing that looked weird? Yeah, you know, I didn't take a good look at it, because I was distracted by the chests. Got a little pool of lava, F3. Okay, so these are the end portals. And that is an eye true. Can I take it out? Alright, you can't break it. But you can put it in. Alright. Well, I assume when you fill it up entirely, then it opens. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave one right there. And I'm going to make a little chest, and I'm going to put the last eye in here, because I'm not ready to do it right now. I need, like, way more arrows. I need to get, like, all my enchanted gold apples. I need all that stuff. So we're just going to put our one eye inside the chest for when we come back. And then this random stuff here. Because if I know boss fights, once you open the portal, sometimes you don't have a choice anymore. So we're gonna come back to that later. Because I don't feel ready to fight the dragon right now. I only have 50 arrows. I've never fought a dragon, but I bet 50 is not enough. 50 was barely enough for a woodland mansion. There's almost no mobs in a stronghold. I don't know if that's permanently the case or just like when you first show up in it. These guys called it a stronghold, but... Hey, diamonds. I mean, the really important question is, do they have any music discs? A library? Now we're talking. Oh, it's beautiful. Look how large it is. I mean, there were libraries in the woodland mansions, but this one, you know, we have to clean it up. Look at all the spider webs. This is so sad to see a noble place like this falling into disrepair. We got to clean this place up. I mean, I have spider webs in my room, but don't pay attention to any of that. That's not important. Slow falling potions and a carved pumpkin to wear as your head. I mean, those are sentences. I have put a carved pumpkin on my head before. I don't know that I've ever gotten a slow falling potion. I don't think I know how to make potions. Wait, no, I've got the blaze things now. So that's like what you need in the brewing stand. I still don't know how to make slow falling potions. Maybe it's a feather, that would make sense. If it's, you know, RPG rules, I would just, like, throw a bottle of water or milk in with a feather. That's pretty nice. Yeah, we've got, the eye armor trim. Ooh, we could get, like, a creepy, like, eye on our chest piece. That's very nice. Well, it has a cool little library in it. I actually love this place. There doesn't seem to be any enemies that spawn internally besides that little silverfish thing. So this could actually be a really cool place to live eventually, if you could get over the spiders hissing in the night. Alright, apparently it's not totally all happiness and roses. Now we're finding where the enemies were at. But I think they were just here because it was dark. I don't think they're like native automatic spawning folks. It didn't seem that they were. We're just going to keep on cracking these doors. I don't know what's up with the doors here, but, you know, they're not made for my logic. There's a creeper in there, which is probably going to destroy all of the beautiful stonework. I forgot I had the bow in the offhand. The spider being very sneaky, but also incredibly dumb. Alright, I don't have any more torches, which means exploring any further is a little foolish. But it looks like this just terminates out a wall. Which, although it had a cool little staircase to it, looks like just wall. Oh, in the end, there's a lot of Endermen. Okay, well that makes sense, and the pumpkin thing makes sense too, because they do get mad when you look at them. Just one question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Does water work in the end? Because I know it doesn't in the Nether. Because if water works in the end, then, I mean, like, I would think Enderman would be just, like, a little bit of an annoyance, but not really that big of a problem. We get another eye armor trim. Yeah, this place is pretty big, huh? So I had thought that we were going right back where we were going. Okay, yeah, the buttons do work. There you go. I'm just gonna walk around in the dark for a bit. My eyes will adjust. Thank God for the moon. Yeah, this place is absolutely mind-numbingly, frustratingly identical to each other. Fortunately, the direction up still works. Ish. I think that's a witch behind it. I think I saw the hat, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to give it a little bit of distance. Nope, I think I was just being afraid. Well, so monsters do spawn, but only in the dark. Normal rules, nothing special. Alright, will we ever find our way out of here? 3-torch room. Yes, this was good. This was a place that we definitely saw in the past. Now, what did it mean? I don't know. Okay, so it's next to the library. That's 3-torch room. We're going to assume that we came in this way and came up into there. That sounds like what happened in the past. Alright, I am hopelessly lost again. And we're at -5. I could just walk out of the front. I'm almost out of food. I need to eat. Yes, I have done raids and trial chambers and guardian temples. But I'm incredibly stupid. However, I have to say, if I went to the Ender Dragon for the first time and died, that would be a very picturesque way to go, wouldn't it? And I would be delighted to immediately start up another world. I mean, it's a dragon. I can't fight a dragon with 55 arrows. A real dragon will not be slain till I have at least 3 times as many. Is this where I came in? No. But somehow I have found diamonds. Speaking of getting distracted. Okay, so it's not connected to anything, but I got my diamonds, so that's good. Don't even know what was going on there, but glad we looked in the wall. You guys are talking about whether or not I can do the end fight, and I literally cannot find the direction up. Alright, we're in this room now. So this is the way down, which we have determined is not the way to the end portal. The library, does it have 2 entrances? No. So it's all cleaned up. We'll try this way then. We wouldn't have come from there because the door still exists, but we'll walk in there. Oh, another library. Well, you know what that means. I, at the very least, have to clean up some of this mess. Yes, I have no doubt that the dragon could assist me in finding the direction up. It is, however, as you pointed out, the other direction, which with a dragon, I would be more worried. We get another eye armor trim, a book of Fortune 2 and Piercing 3, which is, you know, fine. And then some other books. You know, this would be a good place to find real early. You could get all the books you ever needed. Do they not normally have 2 libraries? I guess the way you said that makes it sound likely. Hey, a spawner! Or rather, no, just a chest in a place that looks like it would have a spawner. And a disc. Oh, it's cat. We already have it. You know, still, that's good. A book of Punch 2. We'll leave the disc here because I already have a couple of them. Really, I need coal. And now we're back at this 3-torch room, which means we just need to keep on going here. Yeah, this is dizzying. Chest in the library. Another chest. Oh god, now I have to find that library again. Well, good news, I'll probably find it by accident. Alright. This seems like... Yeah, here we go. We finally found the thing again. Alright. So we just, we go home and get more arrows? Yeah, we go home and prepare, I guess. After all, we'll want to say goodbye to the pets since, you know, we really might die. And we can go to the brewing stand, see what slow-falling potions are, and if we can make them, all of that stuff. No, I only got one chest in each of the libraries. Alright, so the portal is at -4365 and 934 at 4. And I'm just going to type that into a notepad, and then I'll be able to have that number written down. There is 2 in both of the locations. Alright, well, you know, maybe when we come back I'll find it. Or I'll find them instead of the exit, whichever happens first. Here we go. So is this like... Is this also an entrance? Maybe this is where the entrance is supposed to be, and I just, like, cracked into the middle. 1 netherwort, 1 phantom membrane, and 1 redstone. I think I left the netherworts all in the nether. It says this is a sparse jungle, but it appears to be a continuation of the area we were in, or maybe the beginning of it, but that's alright. We'll try to remember the way in. We'll try to remember the way out. I'm lost again already. I'm lost again already. The ladder? The ladder. Okay. And we'll go and buy a bunch of arrows, and then... I guess lay our whole life on the line. Did I grab the netherworts in the nether fortress? No, I just left it. I have to go get the chests. Okay. I have to go get the chests. Or the netherwort in the nether fortress. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's too many directions. I'm just gonna go home like I planned, and then along the way I will read things and think. But it's too much, too many alternating streams of thought, and I cannot see any of them through. And we left our sand in the chest, and then we didn't pick it up, because of course we didn't. We're just going to have to remember the island. 4365, 935-ish. But all we got to do now is run home. But no, I don't think I got the netherwort from the nether fortress. I either threw it on the ground or left it in a chest because I thought it was boring. I mean, I can go back and get it. If it's that important. Is that the only place you can get it in the nether? Can you not just, like, crack it off of a tree? Pick it up out of the ground? but at least most of the chests in the nether will be by the strategically located nether portals. And I have a very, very good nether transport system with symbolic cobblestone leading the way. So I'm relatively unlikely to be caught. I need to go this way, don't I? Yes, I was like, I think I know that mountain. And the fortress only? Okay. Well, I can look in the chest, because it might just be like in the chest in front of the nether entrance by home. We can just check that out. We're going to round the curve on Everest, which is going to be appearing here in front of us in no time. We'll have to go the long way around. And by in no time, I mean it's going to be on the other side of this hill that's in front of us, but, you know, much, much larger and more glorious. Up there where the clouds are. You'll know it when you see it. I actually should start getting pop-ins from cherry trees, like, really soon. But maybe we just can't see some of the ones on the lower slopes because of where we're at. You only need one, you can grow it like a crop on soul sand. Okay. Oh, that was the stuff that was growing in the weird little trenches on the other side of the staircase that looked like gross little fungi exporting. Yeah, got it. That makes sense. I saw some in a chest, though. It might have been a chest inside of the fortress, and I remember picking it up, but I might have put it back in the chest. But yeah, Colin, I'm seeing your question now. Yes, I think we're fighting the dragon tonight. I was going to put it off, but everyone's convinced me that it would be better to die than to wait. So that's what I'm going to do. But we're trying to get the preparations there. We've got, you know, some carved pumpkins we can wear on our head. I don't think you can enchant them, but that should help us with Enderman. I guess. That's a problem. And then there'll be knockback, and that'll be what we need slow falling for. I feel apprehensive. It'll be fine. I mean, it'll probably be fine. And if not, then it will be fine, because everybody knows the most fun part of Minecraft is starting over. I mean, that's why I play hardcore. I don't play it so I can live to day 331. I play so that I can die. And do the same thing over and over and over again. I've been living too long, that's my problem. So why don't I go fight a dragon? I think anyone who's ever fought a dragon has thought those thoughts in that exact sequence. I don't think you go to fight a dragon if you're not ready to do, you know? We'd have to ask a previous dragon slayer. Maybe we can get St. George on the phone. Yeah, I'll definitely take some tips on fighting the dragon. Sid, you said hundreds? You mean hundreds? Oh. For some reason I was thinking you guys meant more like 8 or 10. But you mean like a lot of Endermen, like a proper lot of them, like so many that I would say that's a lot. Got it. Three stacks of arrows? I mean, 200 arrows is probably enough, especially since the only thing is going to be Enderman. But like an island full of them, okay. Because Enderman can't be hit by projectiles anyway. So the only thing that we'll be able to use the arrows for is the dragon, and if 200 arrows doesn't do it... Oh, the end is a floating island. That is fun. Awesome, good. That'll, Sure, that'll be fine. Okay. It's a floating island too, got it. Well, you know... The water bucket thing? Yeah. You do the thing where you hit the water bucket on the ground right before you take the damage. I tried it one time and it worked, 100% success rate. But I think knowing where the ground is going to be helps. Yeah, because you just do like this thing right, and then you look down and you go, "Yaw," and then you don't get hurt and ruin your flowers. Like that. But it just seems like if it mattered, it would be a lot more difficult to do that, wouldn't it? Hello, Shadow Blitz. Alright, here we are at home. A zombie? That's outrageous. We're gonna ignore him. Are they in the vault? They sure sound close. Who knows? Pretty annoying. Like, let's upgrade that to incredibly annoying. Good news, I don't have any iron to make shears with, so I'm gonna have to find my shears somewhere. I think they're somewhere. Yeah, the nether warts, that's what I had to do. We don't need to worry about final preps yet, because we just need to run into the nether and see the nether wart, or run by the nether and see the nether wart. And also figure out where these incredibly annoying sounds are coming from. You're like, I know it's not you, Fletcher. You're doing really good work down here. Oh, they've fallen in there. Of course they have. How did they even get in? Oh, inadequate light on the internals? Ah, yes, inadequate light. Fantastic. I don't have anything to make light with. I hate everything. So they're just going to come back here a couple times and groan at the world until I get off of my butt and put a torch in there. I hate everything. Alright. Great. Well, you know, why don't I just die and then it won't matter? That'll be a good solution to this problem. Anyway, we're going to go look in the nether portal chest now and see if we put the nether wart there. And if not, we're going to run all the way to the fortress and get it. Don't worry, it won't take too long. I should have my my nether boots in the chest here if we do have to go in. Crimson roots, sweeping vines, crimson fungus. Nope, I guess we didn't take any of the nether wart with us. And we can figure out what spectral arrows do while we're on the way. And we're still in the portal. I need to put my nether boots on, though, or we're going to have to get into a knife fight, like, right away. Alright, nether boots are on. So it's not this stuff, because that's warped fungus. But that's a nether wart block, but it doesn't drop nether wart. Because that's a nether wart block, but you can't get nether wart out of it. And this junk on the ground is not nether wart because it's crimson roots. Got it. Super confusing. Makes total sense. So glad they chose to name everything the same names. But the good news is that we won't have to run very far. Spectral arrows highlight them. Okay. And once again, the little hogs are acting incredibly brave, but are just a bunch of cowards that are super annoying. But I think we got enough distance now, or they might leave me alone. And then we'll just run this way for a bit. And it'll be another chunk of time, and then we'll find our next nether portal. And I don't think it'll be in that chest. It'll probably be in the annoying nether portal chest, where we went up so high only to have it not work at all. But this is the only way I ever want to travel in the nether again. I never want to have to, like, figure out where I'm going. I only want a clear walkway. Alright, so we're just going to continue on. We'll check the next chest. And then if we don't see it in there, then oh, okay, we'll just fall down here. Apparently, I didn't follow the path very well there. Smart. It just goes to show that the path is very important for me to not die, because I just assume it's always going to be correct. But it's not a very good staircase in a lot of areas. But it doesn't appear to be, like, changing behind us like I had feared it could be, so that's good. But I don't remember if we put the chest up here. This would be a terrible place for the chest. That doesn't mean I didn't use it. There we go. Alright, it's just got trash in it. That's good. We'll put some more trash in it. We wouldn't want the trash to get lonely. So if there's any nether wart, we probably just left it in a chest, but that's okay. It is time to make Fortress Fall once more. Now, we're not, like, intimidated by these places, but the Wither Skeletons were, like, big and moderately scary, so we're not just going to be, like, utterly gutsy. It looks like the Piglins have taken over, though. I don't know if they just don't fight the normal denizens, or if us building the bridges was enough. But we just got to keep an eye out for any of the... Wait, is that spawner gone? No, it's just chilling. Okay. Alright, so where were the chests? I'm almost out of food. That is super bad. Yes, good call. Eating. Whenever I can't sprint, I'm like, hey, is something very slightly wrong? There's that spawner, but over here there's like more of the internal area. And that's where the stuff was growing, if memory serves. Just like at the sides of a staircase down low. There's a wither over there, so we're just gonna pop them. This should drop to him, right? Yep, and then one more. There we go, easy peasy. Me and the Blaze are going to trade long-distance shots. He's got that protection above him just like I do, so this is an expert sniper duel here. You know, this is not for the faint of Blaze heart. And I either killed him or I missed and he ran away in fear. Either way, I consider myself the obvious victor of this duel and don't need to fight any further in order to prove it. Alright, trash. Here we go, the nether warts. And a couple of wither bros for us to shoot. You know, they never drop that skeleton except for the very first time you ever see one and shoot them, and then they drop it. Or the skull, rather. It is funny that I got one the very first shot. And, you know, haven't seen any since. Right, so if you, Alright, you can't bone meal them, though. So you can plant them and try to make them grow. And this is like a 10 by 10, so you get like 2 for the farming of it, and this is just like showing you that you can do it. Well, you know what that means. It's time to hack all these up and take them inside. And apparently that's the first nether brick I have ever harvested, so now we've got some of that going on. And we're just going to grab this stuff and then run back out of the nether, because now we've got 40 nether warts, and I assume we can grow them outside of the nether. The blaze is so very frightening. Oh, what a scary blaze. Oh, a wither skeleton. They're supposed to be intimidating, right? Oh, he's in the slow movement stuff, like a dork. I think that's another skull, though. Was it just coal? I think it might have been just coal. That's good, too. Nothing like some nice coal, that's what I always say. Anyway, you know, these guys are really intimidating, but that's all about what we got to do here. Alright, so that was fun. We're just going to put some of these porks and magma creams in there. That way they're not wasted. And then when I never come back here again, I can come and get them right off of the ground, right where I left them. And that'll be very nice for me. Weird bone things. Alright, how did I get here? What have I done? Do I make this jump even though it's careless? Yeah, probably. Parkour. Alright, how do I reach the entrance of this place? Is it over there? I don't, Alright, we're just gonna go back inside where I came from. Can I get there anymore? Nope, I've made a huge tiny mistake. Alright. But I remember that the teleporting works, so we'll be able to do that. Eat some food. And try to get out of here the way we came in, rather than a way we didn't come in. Which would have been up this way. And there's a ghast. Alright, so a ghast is a problem, but also an opportunity. Because I need to look at one. Is it a balloon? Alright, so they can't destroy the nether brick with their breathing, but they can still set it on fire. Which is annoying, but you know, not fatal. But how do I get out of here? Alright. Truly the agony of everything looking the same color of red is upon me. You know, this is not how I got in. But for some reason, it's what I'm doing now. Good news, I found more netherwort, guys. That's the same as realizing what I'm doing and not being an idiot. I'm gonna get lost in a nether fortress when I have a clear way into it. I just want to see something I recognize, and I'll just break through the wall. I don't care. God, I hate the nether. God, I hate this place. It wouldn't be so bad if everything weren't the same shade of red, making it impossible to differentiate anything. Alright, that's not fair. Some of it's dark red. Alright, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we're going to kill the Ender Dragon today. I don't think I'm going to get out of this fortress today. I think I'm going to turn around in circles until I get mad and then quit. But I don't know. I'm not sure. It's just what I think is going to happen. Is this the entrance? It sure better be. Yes, alright, I recognize it now. Apparently, these places are much bigger and more annoying than I gave them credit for. But it's all gonna be fine now. We'll just jump down and shoot this wither skeleton in the face twice. And there's one hiding around the wall here, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so we have little withering hearts, I guess that's the debuff. Maybe you can't regenerate health whenever it's happening or something. But they're toast. Is there a Gaston around up here somewhere? Yeah, a little bit it looks like. Yes, I got the words. You know, you missed out. I despaired of my ability to ever find my way out of the fortress, and I found my way out of the fortress. Both of those things happened, and you missed it. You know me, really resilient to inconvenience and the feelings of getting lost. But you'll be surprised to know that I talked about just giving up entirely. It's all better now. Oh, I looked at a ghast through a looking glass. I don't know if you got to see that. And I contemplated hitting a piglin in the back because he was walking up my staircase, and then I did it by accident because he was walking up my staircase. I don't know if we're going to have a knife fight over this or not with any of his friends, so we'll just see. Well, you know, Sid, if you continue being a loyal viewer, I'm sure you'll witness me having miniature meltdowns about all sorts of incredibly minor inconveniences. But that's you know, that's who I am as a person. If it's a serious problem, like literally dying, I can be, you know, fine with it. But if it's a matter of not being able to tell where I'm at and backtracking over the same land 4 or 5 times, oh, you better believe I'm gonna lose it. I think it's because dying doesn't embarrass me. Why would dying be embarrassing? But, you know, getting lost is definitely embarrassing. Alright, so this is a non-functional stair. What's going on here? Oh, we were supposed to go on this whole side of it, not go up it. Okay, yep, just a wall. Got it. Now I remember. But yes, we've got 46 nether warts, all that we are likely to need. See, this part of the nether's fine. You just walk, you got a nice wall, you got another nice wall beside you. It's a nice little place. Sure, there's a bunch of shades of red, but it's nice and bright, and you can tell the reds apart. Oh, thank you. You know, I figured I should at least try to see if I could catch myself in the water, and I think I did great. When it's really on the line, I imagine I won't be able to do it, but hey, who cares? This is a good thing for the nether for me, though, because it gets rid of my 2 primary worries, which are, like, tactical positioning and getting lost. Because now, like, anytime I need to go into the nether to find a fortress or a bastion, I don't know how to do it the right way, but I know how to do it in a way that'll work for me, where I can just go in a direction until I see something. And that, you know, that should be fine. That'll be good. Well, goodbye, nether. It's time to try and make these potions. It used to all be netherrack. Well, I really wouldn't have liked it then. Put our little nether bootsies back in there. So now we just need the other ingredients. So redstone dust and phantom membranes, of which I have several dozen, surely. And each of these potions takes up like one whole slot, so what we're only going to need to make like, what, 3 of them? Because I'll either be dead or triumphant in that amount of time, probably. Speaking of triumphant, here's Garuda. Good old Garuda. Best of pals. You know, I need to quit having my bow in my offhand when I'm talking to my pets. That's just an opportunity for despair. Alright, in this quest, so I probably need glass bottles also, I imagine. So we got 10 Phantom Membranes there, and that should be, you know, enough for all the potions that we need, so... And if we need glass bottles, we'll try to get glass from somewhere, or just, you know, have to make some real quick. I'm already mentally preparing to die and leave all of this behind. It's important to do. You never want to be surprised. Oh, I need the blaze stuff, obviously. Obviously, I need the blaze stuff. That's like the whole fuel. That's why I couldn't do this in the past, because I didn't have fuel. Alright, and I put all of the other fuel in my house. Why? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Hard to say. And I put them all in the chest down here, because of course I did. Why would I ever need to come back for them? You know, I was so worried about getting lost in the Nether, and then I get lost in 2 separate places today, which were not the place I was worried about getting lost at all. So we put a redstone dust. And nether wart. Anyway, I am not smart enough to do this. I give up. We're not making any potions. Hey, Tasha, I'm giving up on making potions. I went through a lot to get this stuff, but now I'm just not going to do it because I'm mad, and I think we're going to go die at the dragon. Or I'm going to stop before we get there because I shouldn't do things when I'm annoyed. But right now, we're just going to the stronghold, and I guess we're going to fight the dragon, but without any potions because I'm too dumb to figure it out. Oh. I have to fill the bottles with water. Oh. Okay, I'll try one more time. So I put the water bottles in, and then I put the nether wart at the top, only I don't have nether wart anymore because I don't know where I put it. In the chest over here? Okay. I left the phantom membranes. I don't know about this, guys. I just don't know. There's like no way anybody could ever figure this out without being told. But I guess that's fine. There's probably like an in-game description for it, and you know, there's always the internet. I can't imagine anyone ever figuring this out. Just like without being told. Alright, that's 12 minutes of potions. That'll have to be enough. I mean, I'm sure Google is still very helpful. I just don't use it. And then I get annoyed whenever I can't figure things out, even though I don't use, you know, like easily available resources. But really, I'm only annoyed because there's something that I feel like I'm supposed to be figuring out. I wouldn't have felt that way if I didn't have the expectation that I was supposed to already have it figured out. Okay. I feel better now that I'm not running over the same ground 8 times to try to complete a simple task that I should have been able to do the first time. I didn't bring a pumpkin. Well, that's alright. We'll just have to do my favorite thing and ride to the top of Everest, where I happen to know that I have shears and pumpkins. And then we can get a pumpkin there. We don't have to turn around and go home. And this way we get to go and ride the, we get to ride the rail anyway. Which will be good, you know, to ride the rail one last time before I die. But, I mean, y'all are saying that the underwater monument is basically as hard as the dragon, which can't be right. It just can't be, but, you know, we'll treat it as though it is. We'll ride up, and then at the top we should find some pumpkins if they're not down here, and they're not down here. But glorious minecart intensifies. Give me that. Lay down first. Natasha, will I fight the dragon? Oh, I already found the place with the portal earlier. And then I got there to the portal, and I left all but one eye in the portal, and then I put a little chest with an eye next to it. And figured I'd come back whenever I was ready. I wasn't gonna do it today, but I just, I felt good about it until I started needing to get the items to prepare. and realizing that I had left like stuff in the nether and then I got lost in the fortress. Really, anytime I get lost, it makes me feel like really anxious. Which I suppose makes sense. But I mean, it'll be fine either way, because it'll either end in glorious victory, and I'll get to be thrillingly happy, or I'll die. And you can all hang out when we start a new random seed vanilla hardcore 1.2 1.3 run. Is the dragon not like there in the end when you walk in? I got the impression that you showed up and it was like a boss fight, but I guess, you know, I don't really know, so. But now we've got our carved pumpkin. Oh, I had the other pumpkins inside the bundle. Of course I did. You know, maybe the real pumpkin was what we had in the bundle all along. Well, time to go. And we're heading for that seam between the biomes so that we can get to the water. No, we could just take the water the whole way, can't we? And that would let me take the minecart down. No, I'm just joking. We're just gonna run. Oh, I can't leave once I get there. Okay. Yeah, golden carrots and golden apples for the food. Rocking out, yes. And then you're saying to make sure that I have a shield or the totem in my offhand for the fight. Yeah, I mean, I'll hold a shield. I've used a shield before, but it's mainly so that I can talk out loud in that moment about using a shield. Here, I'll prove it. Look at these guys. They might be planning on shooting me with crossbows. But thanks to my wonderful protective nature, I'll be able to block every single one of these arrows. Look. Flawlessly protecting myself and forcing them to shoot each other in the back. Look, this is going to be the great defensive stand of our time. Alright, this is going to be great. Now we're going to have them shoot their leader. They should give me an advancement for this. They should give me 2 advancements for this. See? I used a shield. You all witnessed it. Dragon shoots breath, try not to get caught in it. Just regular dragon stuff? Absolutely. I think I've got enough practice with the shield now that I'll totally nail it. Because really, it's just all about getting a little bit of practice, right? as soon as you figure out how the shield works, you can put it up and in the opportunity. You just hide right behind it, you know, and that's all you got to do. But we're going to go back to Panda Island, incidentally, the site of what will be necessary. Our dive into the depths. Yeah, Natasha, you missed it. It was pretty funny. So I was just throwing the ice and following him here. And I threw it, and the angle was there, and I was going out to the open ocean. I was like, you know what? I'll pay attention unless I see a panda. And then I saw some pandas over here. But then it just so happened that, that this little island is where I needed to dig anyway. Make sure I have blocks to build up and build walls and stuff. Like a stack or two is good. Just like, well, yeah, I've got a bunch of stone in chests on the way down. And I was going to build a sand pillar to remind myself of where to go, but I just figured, this will be good enough. And I'll probably even get there. I thought it was this one, but now I'm thinking it could be that one. Oh god, I forgot where it is. Alright, never mind. There's that little ruined thing, and that's where we're going. I know I've got the cobblestone block marking the place. I just, you know, I thought I would go right there because I was just there, but there was too much excitement in between now and then. Yeah, Panda Island, here's the block. See, I knew I was there. I knew I was in the right place. Yeah, the location's negative 4,380, like 900, but because my house is so far out, you know, almost like 3,000, 3,500 towards it, I'm not lost again. I got right here. I even put stairs in, Natasha. You'd be so proud. Now, is it a good staircase? No. But it is technically a staircase. At least most of the way. And then here I gave up on that. And then I gave up further. And then I was like, it's not even real. And then I was like, I'm never going to do this again. And then I was like, why am I even coming down here? And then I was like, who even is the person controlling the keyboard? And then I put this chest here to put stuff into. And then shortly afterward, I found the stronghold. We'll grab a couple cobblestones to dig with. No, a couple cobble D-slates to dig with because they're prettier. And, yeah, you know, it's, we've got our enchanted golden apples and our golden apples. We've got, we've got the eyes. We've got our totem on 7. All of this is stuff, not junk. Alright, 934. Here we go. Well, guys, whether you've been there the whole time with me, or you're just viewing today, I'm glad to have you with me as I prepare to enter into the end for the first time. I don't have anything prepared in case I die. I'll probably go grab Hamlet off the shelf or something. But, you know, we've got our lava pools. We've got our carved pumpkin hat. And it's time to place the last eye into the portal. Oh. Fancy. It really looks like something, huh? All right. All right, I hate to do this, but I do need to take like a 2-minute break before we do this because I don't know how long it'll be. So we can gaze into that. And sorry for the cliffhanger, but we'll come back tomorrow. No, I'm just playing with you. I'll be back in like 90 seconds. All right. Now the dog is outside, so I don't have to worry if this takes an hour if he is going to keep on whining at me. He's a good dog, but he's been restless since he got into a fight with a wild animal the other day. But he's doing good. He just got scratched up a bit. That raccoon was a lot worse for the wear than he was, but it was scary for me. But anyway, enough about my anxieties. They don't matter. What does matter is we're about to go into the end. So, hold on, folks. Take one last look around at the world. And, we're gonna throw some bricks into the portal. I stood throwing a coin into the pit of a well, and I would throw my whole billfold if I thought it would help. I didn't write that. That's a Bright Eyes song. We are here on a little platform, and we need to get up there. Alright, so this is what the cobblestone is for, I guess. Oh god, this is my nightmare. I need to place the sneak toggle on and and hope no one runs into me while I'm doing this, and just leaning out over the abyss. Sneak toggle's on, and the dragon probably won't flame me while I'm doing this, and if they do, well then that'll be that. Alright. Now I feel slightly better. We're going to get this toggle off and try to climb up here. Okay. Alright, now I feel better since I am concealed. The dragon roars, the dragon flaps, the Enderman whoops. I'm gonna put this pumpkin on my head and go to third person. That way we're not going to wake up with a bunch of Endermen wanting to pop us in the face when we do get up top. Did I throw my actual hat on the ground? Yes, but I noticed. Okay, there we go. That would have been bad news bears when it came down to it. Alright. Here we are. So I've got my water buckets, and I think we start clearing Endermen. I don't know if they keep spawning here, though. Well, one thing is for sure, we're going to get to this pillar and drop some water. And now we'll have a big, close space where we can come into and guard Endermen. Alright. That was a blow from the Ender Dragon, and that poison is the poison. We're down 1.5 armor units, we gotta remember. Can I just make an infinite water source here? That is what I can do, and that is what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna casually get ready here. Alright, never mind. I haven't even looked at the dragon yet. There it is. Oh, it looks like a dragon. Okay, great. All the Endermen are pinged on me now, and they are charging. So we're going to get into the water. Either that, or they got mad about what the dragon was doing. But so that's bad. All right, the dragon is off doing something now, and I'm here safe in the water. The dragon does not appear to be destroying the ground, and that's good too. Alright, so the dragon doesn't blow up the territory, but the breath hurts a lot, like an absolute ton. So, need to be wary of that. Just 1 second of it is a lot of hurt. Alright. There's a little weird pillar thing in the middle, and then there are these little crystals with the cages. And I guess I need to go up and break the crystals. Oh, they get mad at the dragon. Okay. And you say I'm supposed to shoot these things and not run into them? Well, guys, that's what happens. That is, that's what happens when you use your bow. That's what happens when you use your bow. Okay, so, we're just not gonna do that again. We're just not gonna do that again. Score, 50659. That's the final count. Welp. This is where it all began, guys, here at Spawn. So, if you want to take a little retrospective of the world with me now, we can look over it. Here is the cherry tree. We started on this beach, we built a boat, and we struck out into the world. So, then we came in this direction. It was a good find, right? There was a lot of exposed iron. We got around. We got our bed made. We got our first little bits of tools done right in here. And then we left this area behind. We just struck out in this direction, more or less, looking for any village at all. Or maybe it was kind of this way. We ended up going this way some. It's probably across the ocean here. But we'll just take a little retrospective. And I went right up to it and shot it. This is what happens when you don't quite understand something, right? Climb the pillars, blow up the thing, they can explode, use the bow, shoot them. Good stuff. You know, and although we were doing the retrospective, we have now went the wrong way, and we definitely haven't been here before. So I'm gonna quit flowing this way because I haven't seen any of this before. So we're gonna go and teleport to home for the next point of the retrospective. Inside of a tree? Inside of a tree. Alright, I don't know where I am. I'm just going to dig up, because this is sort of close to where I live. Yeah, here we go. The sun rises, you know, for the last time on this hardcore world. It was a beautiful place. It was a good world. And I did so much with it. You know, it was lovely. We had 3 thunderstorms in the first 5 hours. You guys remember that? We found a skeleton horse in hardcore. We destroyed all of our foes. We came into this village and we planted a photorealistic tulip field. And we got the crime family back together again. And you know, there's Everest, there's the woodland mansions, there's the lush cave underneath. But really, you guys could go back and look at that in a different video if you want. There's only truly one thing left to do. Good old Mooshy Smalls and Baby Moosh, out to see the world. Bald Rapunzel, you've still got your door, but you can leave anytime you want, buddy. Sorry we kept you in there. We did it for reasons we felt good at the time. Hank, noble Hank, best of dogs. Hinwin, sorry we never got to ride you as much as we wanted, but you were a good pig all the same. Set the chickens free. Kill all the sheep. Nah, just kidding. So here we have it. The allays follow me into the sky. The village is laid out before us. You know, we did so much good work here. We found a beautiful place and we made it even prettier. I could be real proud of that. You know, it was a dumb move. I went up to it and shot it. That was, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. And I shouldn't have done it. But that's all fine. That's all in the past. Let us all together listen to C418's beautiful song, Cat, one last time here in the world. We made a big mistake. We made a big mistake trying to beat the game, guys. Y'all know I'm not good. I didn't think it was going to one-shot me, but, you know, what are you going to do? I thought the dragon was going to kill me. It's actually very funny, right? It's very funny. It's at least a little bit funny. So put it in the bank. 334 days. It was just about 3 weeks and 1 day, I think, of real time, and basically all of it live streamed, including our glorious death. So you know, good show, right? I barely saw the dragon, right? I looked up. I didn't even get it in the spyglass. That would have been a good advancement to get. Ah, man. It's, you know, as they say, it is what it is. You've heard me say it before. It's a line in a movie, really. You shouldn't do it if you can't handle the swings. I think it's in Rounders about poker. You shouldn't play high limit, no limit hold'em if you can't handle the swings. You shouldn't play hardcore if you can't handle the swings. And I can. It was just such an ignominious death, right? Like, what a thing. But I'm thinking, yeah, we'll have dance party, and then I'll probably take just like a 30-minute break. I'll schedule a time to go live if you guys want to check the next stream. Yeah, Sid, I do want to save that for the future. Creative is just, when you're in Spectator in hardcore, it won't populate the world. So you're just, like, in a blank thing. But yeah, I mean, like, dying of fall damage would even be much less funny. Like, I climbed right up to it, broke down the cage, and it was like, alright, shoot it with the bow, and then when my screen went red, I didn't even get it at the beginning. I was like, well, that's not gonna happen. You know? I must be mistaken. But I wasn't. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start another stream in like 45 minutes or so. Give me a little bit of time to breathe, and then we'll jump into a new random seed. But if you want to hang tight for just a second, I'll go get Shakespeare off the shelf, and I'll make you guys listen to Hamlet for a bit. So just chill if you want. And then we will have whatever appropriate or inappropriate music in the background. No, we'll switch it. All right, so the bit from Hamlet that we're gonna do is it's the most famous in all of Hamlet, really. You've all known it, but maybe you'll listen to it a little bit differently this time. You know, if it's possible. Not every time you encounter a thing happens like that. So let's just see here. Where's it at? I know where to find it. Don't I? Don't I? This is like the second half of Complete Shakespeare, so alright, yeah, I've gone too far already. And I do have this like mostly memorized, but I'll mess it up if I try to do it without the thing here. Alright, yes, here we are. So, Act 2, no, sorry, Act 3. Scene 1 of Hamlet. So, the soliloquy of Hamlet, my proudest moment in Minecraft, dying of shooting the Ender Crystal, and now with all the pets freed and the world here, let's just look down at the world, swirling with allays. Doug there in the distance, sniffing around happily in our village here, and now the soliloquy of Hamlet. To be, or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in their mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, and thy orisons be all my sins remembered. Scene. So, and the funny thing in there is in the soliloquy, like, his quietus make bear with a bodkin. A bodkin's like an arrow. Hamlet saying, like, why doesn't he shoot himself with an arrow from like a crossbow? And that made it even more fitting that the end that I would find here should be that one. But there you go. It's the best of the speeches in Shakespeare, perhaps. The iconic soliloquy, and one very, very dear to me. And I was happy to take this opportunity to share it with you all. So, thanks for being here for 3 weeks and 334 days. And, well, can't believe I shot a bomb. But thank you guys so much. I'm glad that I could have had company while it happened, and that I got to share a little bit of my favorite play with you there, and hopefully let you see that Shakespeare can be applied to a lot of different avenues in life, even to the things that happen in Minecraft Hardcore. There's a direct line between thinking about your own mortality and wrestling with the consequences of action, of wondering if you want to just take a peaceful, cowardly life, or if you want to seize the potential of it and risk everything to do what you think needs to be done. And that's what Hamlet's all about, and that's what life's all about, and that's also what hardcore Minecraft is all about. And so if I could leave you with one thing from this stream, it's that Hamlet messed up. Hamlet messed up because all he wanted to do was think about it. That's not why I messed up. I messed up because I acted. You guys need to be somewhere in the middle. Wise like Hamlet, not impetuous like Tarquin. But until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I remain yours.